low income households.
So a lot of them, like some of them, like their parents don't have.
I had yesterday. That kind of threw me off guard. Well,
There's no out. Sometimes we only find ourselves that space in the streets, you know?
Hi, could you tell me your name, please?
sure, yeah. My name is Matthew.
Matthew. And
I'm Sydney.
Sydney. And where are you guys from?
We're from Chicago. I still live in Chicago, but she lives in Denver now.
So, how long have you been here for?
Just a couple days.
Couple days.
Yeah.
And how long are you staying here for?
Tokyo till Friday, and then we're going to Hiroshima and then Osaka for a couple days as well. And then we have to go back, unfortunately.
So, what are you guys planning on doing while in Osaka and Hiroshima?
So I have a friend in Hiroshima.
Oh, really?
Who, she teaches for TEFL, so we're gonna go see her, and she has some plans around to show us around. So I'm not really fully sure what's gonna happen there. Osaka is pretty much, we're gonna eat a lot. I heard that's the food capital, so that's the plan for Osaka, is to eat a lot of food.
So, is this your first time to come to Japan?
Yeah.
It's my first time on the main island. I've been to Kushiro before, but only for a night.
Kushiro?
Yeah.
For what? Skiing?
For work.
For work?
For work, yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm a flight attendant, so I had one night there, and it was great. It was fun, and that's the only other time I've been to Japan.
Anything that people misunderstand about your country?
About my country?
Yeah.
Thought this was going to be
Many
about
things.
you guys.
I mean, it's not as violent as people make it seem. We have a lot of weapons. A lot of us don't necessarily agree with that, but it's not as violent as people think. You really are a lot safer in the U.S. than it seems. Especially, I mean, big cities, things are going to happen. And it is a little bit of a different crime there than it is in Europe and Asia, but it's really not as bad. It's much safer than people think. The food is really good. The people are really nice, except New York. Like it's worth coming to see, and it's worth coming to experience it for yourself. It really is. I mean,
I would just have to say, like, I feel like traveling, we get kind of a bad reputation of like we're pretty like rude and stuff like that, and like
Or
we
like
don't
outside of your country?
when we're outside of our country, don't care about the culture, and I feel like most of us do, and we really try to like learn about where we are, and I think that's
there's a reputation of like the nasty American, like as travelers, and I've seen examples of it. I have, but I think she's right that for the most part we're not like that. And I will chalk some of that up, some of it to just kind of being ignorant, not just really knowing, and not it being a ego thing, like we're American, we can do what we want, but just really just not knowing. And if somebody would, just kind of educate them instead of getting, upset about it.
Another different question. What was your like toughest experience in your life?
in our
Hardest
life.
experience? Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's. I don't really have an answer for that right off the top of my head, to be honest with you. I don't, and I mean that's a good thing too, I guess, is that like I can't really point to a specific moment and be like, that sucked. I don't ever want to think about that again. Like that's the worst time. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
That was a broad
I got one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a teacher, and I've been teaching for 4 years, and I've been working with like a low income population, and so I feel like a lot of the students have had these really hard lives, and so I'm feeling burnt out, so I want to leave teaching, but part of me wants to stay teaching to like help those students. So like the fact of like wanting to like leave and do something where I can feel happy outside of work for staying and helping is like what I'm currently dealing with, and it might not be the hardest thing in my life that I've dealt with, but it's very difficult in the moment.
So you're trying to figure out like what to do.
Yeah, like my next step, but like I love teaching, but I also like to not have work be my whole life, and right now it feels like work is my whole life.
Or do you teach in high school? Like
Third graders, so they're 8
graders.
and 9 years old. Yeah.
And a lot of them come from like low income households.
So a lot of them, like some of them, like their parents don't have custody of them, or like they just live like below the poverty line. So just not having a lot of like their needs met.
Oh, like how would you rate your time in Japan? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Stay 2, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
Lighten it up.
I've been getting teases from my fellow flight attendants, and they show me all these pictures and talk about all their time here, and I've been so excited. It's lived up to every expectation. The only thing is just I don't know how to fit everything. It's like
You don't know how to fit.
everything in. Like
There's
there's too much to do. I don't know what to prioritize because everything just seems so unique and fun and entertaining that I don't know where to start. I started with the food though, to be honest with you. That was my first stop. So I went right to a ramen place.
What was your most favorite food in Japan?
But that beef we had yesterday was pretty good. We went to oh my god.
I don't know what it's called. I don't remember.
I'm so blanking out.
It was
Yakiniku?
called
Yakiniku?
Don Don.
Yeah, yakiniku. We went to a
I think
yakiniku.
it's like a chain, Don Don.
Dandan.
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 Yeah, but it's a yakiniku. Yeah, we got some yakiniku. That was the first time I've had that as well, and that was fantastic. That was amazing.
So like on the other hand, like was there any disappointment about Japan that you didn't expect before coming?
I mean, I didn't expect there to be a fish head in the miso soup I had yesterday. That kind of threw me off guard.
That's really funny.
Well, I mean, it's the guy, the guy next to me had a crab claw in his. I would have loved that. I would have loved the crab claw. I got a fish head. But the soup, it was still good. The soup was good, but I really was not expecting to take a sip and then get a kiss, But no, I mean, I'm sure there will be. Honestly, there's always disappointment everywhere you go with something, but I haven't found it yet. I am surprised by all the doner kebab places though that I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, that really caught me off guard too. And I'm looking around like doner. I thought like
you don't see that a lot in the States, right?
not doners, no.
Right.
You see a lot of like the Greek version, the gyro, but you don't see doners that much. That's pretty rare. They'll just call it shawarma.
I think that's it. Yeah. I
So-
think that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, nice shoes.
Thanks a lot, man.
Matching.
Well, I gotta find you guys.
Hi. Could you tell me your name, please?
My name is Ilkay.
Ilkay.
Yes.
Like Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah.
Ilkay. And where you from?
I'm from Turkey,
Turkey. Nice. So which part of Turkey are you from?
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Born and raised, yeah.
And how long have you been here for? Japan?
We just came yesterday,
And how long?
and we
were
were
you-
planning to stay around 11 nights, and we'll get going to Kyoto tomorrow night,
Nice.
and then we'll see Osaka and come back to Tokyo for a couple more nights. Yeah,
So like, what are you planning on doing in Kyoto and Osaka?
we're mostly like traveling and wandering on the streets and try to see the culture. As far as I know, Kyoto is one of the first capitals of Japan and one of the best capitals in the world, and lots of like temples in there, and we would like to see them if there are kind of like as epic as they look in the pictures.
I'm glad that you were saying that because
Yeah.
we're from Kyoto.
Oh, you're from
Yeah.
Kyoto, nice.
So what was the most refreshing thing that you experienced in Japan?
I mean, we haven't experienced that much things since we came just yesterday, but since now, like the things that we've seen and I mean, even though it's a very large and crowded city, there's no chaos here. Because we're from Istanbul, is also one of the crowded city in the world, and I can say lots of chaos and lots of going on in the city, and it's not easy to live in there. But when we come here, it's just like very designed and everything is so proper, and the streets are very clean mostly. And one of the things that we got surprised is even though there are lots of people walking on the streets, there's no loud. Sometimes we only find ourselves that space in the streets,
So was there any disappointment about Japan?
Disappointment?
You after you
Maybe that Shinjuku street just we've been in there and there are some random people been trying to
talk
get
to
you and try to talk
like
to
us,
you.
right?
No, not like you. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We were not expecting that kind of thing. I didn't know that was kind of place like that.
So what are you guys up to now?
Where we just try to get to the last train before it's too late because we stay a little bit far from here. So we need to get to the hotel, get packed, and then maybe sleep.
Nice. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yep, the same as there.
Could you tell me your name, please?
My name is Thibaut.
Thibaut.
Thibaut, T-I-B-O.
Thibaut. And where are you from?
France.
France.
Yeah.
Which part of France are you from?
From the north of France, next
North
to
of
Belgium.
France. So how long have you been here for?
It's our 5th day. So yeah, not that much. It's still the beginning.
How long are you staying here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And do you planning on like visiting anywhere else besides Tokyo?
Yeah, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka.
So why would you rate Japan as a tourist destination on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
10?
10, yeah. I have to say
Wow.
we are a lot of tourists here. Depends of the place. Like we went to some areas like Yanaka. It's not that touristy. So maybe if we are talking about this kind of place, maybe more 8, 9, but still very touristic. Yeah.
Well, what did you find most refreshing about Japan compared to France?
Compared to France, the fact that you love your own culture and you show it. I find it very refreshing, very cool, and very inspiring too. You love what you're doing as a very cultural country, and I find it very cool. Yeah.
Which sounds like you don't love French culture.
Yeah, but we are kind of sometimes snobby, you know. Sometimes we don't show our what we like. We don't show our emotions very much. And here, like you love, you love your culture and you like to show it with I don't know, advertising, light neons, signs, and I find it very cool.
I feel like you guys got too tired of like too much tourists coming into France.
In our place, in the north of France, it's not that touristy, so that's alright. If we are talking about Paris and places like this, yeah, we can be tired of tourists, but the north is not very popular for tourists. Come to Lille, you will see, that's perfect.
Lille?
Yeah, Lille, that's the name of our town. Yeah.
So what are you guys planning on doing tonight?
Tonight? Oh, it's kind of the end of the night. We are very tired because we've been working all day, and I think we will go to sleep now.
Where did you go today?
Our hotel is in Asakusabashi. Asakusabashi, yeah.
So you have to take trains now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Cebu line. Yeah.